Is Fright Night the best spooky studio release ever? Let's talk about it. Boo. In today's Mega Physical Media unboxing and review video, I'm going to be showing off the brand new 4K Steelbook release of Fright Night. Yes, I'm going to open up this Steelbook and show you all what the disc look like on the inside. Also let you know what special features you can find on the disc, plus give my quick assessment of the 4K audio and visual presentation with this one, and give a quick little review of the movie, and then ultimately my recommendation on if this title is worth your money. So let's get right into it. Let's take a look at first the front cover here, and look at this. This is a gorgeous looking front cover for a Steelbook. You got that creepy vampire face on the front, very spirit looking, but then you have all those other little faces coming out from it. I mean, a lot of good details there with that. Wow, very atmospheric. And then you got the moon shining in the corner. You got the house here as well with all the trees and sidewalk, but that little detail there of the person standing in the window with that light turned on. I love little details like that. That is amazing. Wow, such a nice front cover. You know what? It looks way better in person than even the images showed online. Wow, so amazing. Now let's take a look at the spine. Now I like, the style of the font with the spine, but I do feel like it's a little clumped together. Would have liked that spaced out a little bit, but you can see this is a Sony studio release. This is not a boutique label. This is not a Scream Factory title. All right, let's take a look at the back here. Oh, and on the back, this is very nice too. I really like the blending of all the colors here. You got those blues, some darks, some whites and greens and blacks, just kind of all blended together. Flows very nicely, but you got the main vampire on there, right, with all the details and the clothing, and you can see the fangs right there. Really, really cool. I really like that. I love that intricate design on the side as well. Nice flow to it overall. Really, really cool. I'm very impressed so far with this artwork. So let's take a look on the inside, see what we can see from the disc. And oh, these don't disappoint either. Let's take a look at this. Wow, we get 3 discs. This is awesome. So one disc is just dedicated to special features, which is really, really cool. And then of course we get a 4K and we get a Blu-ray, and even that Blu-ray has some special features on it. But let's take a look at each one a little bit more closely, so we can see all those great artistic details there. But let's take a look at the 4K. Now this one is the same art cover design. So really cool. I like it. And hey, you know what? I like the font size on this disc. That looks pretty cool. The only thing is you're missing that person in the window because of the disc holder hole. But yeah, still like that cover design. Really, really nice. But that's the 4K. All right, let's take a look at the special feature Blu-ray now. I mean, they pack so much special features in here that I'll go over in a little bit, that they needed a whole separate disc for some of them. So that's really cool. But look at that. Really cool scene from the movie. Oh, very nice. And it's different than the 4K, and it's different than the other Blu-ray. So yeah, really cool. I love that. I love being able to tell the discs apart. Yes. Yes, more companies need to do that. All right, let's take a look now at the Blu-ray. Let's take a look right here. All right, there we go. Got the Blu-ray of the movie, and once again, some special features on this one as well. But you're just getting that vampire look, same as the back cover there. So yeah, the only one that's really different with a different image is going to be that special feature Blu-ray that I just showed you all. But let's take a look at the inside. Let's see if there's anything special here. Nope, it's plain. So the first little markdown against the Steelbook so far, because the rest of it has been great. But yeah, just a little, thing that, hey, maybe we could have added some artwork on the inside. But now let's take a look at the J card on the back. Now, if you need to zoom in, you can definitely do so and pause it, but you get the synopsis, of course, and then you can see all the special features there that are included, and you get new special features, but you also get old special features, which is really awesome. And I'm going to just read off some of the new special features you can, kind of get excited about, because some of these are really cool. You get the Fright Night 35th anniversary script read, and that's basically the cast just reading through the movie script. And you know what? I was playing it last night, and it kind of played like a bedtime story, and actually I fell asleep during it. just because it had that bedtime story feel to it. It was really cool just seeing, the actors read the script. Just something different, and it's a new special feature, so you get to see the actors when they're older, and that's kind of cool as well. But then you have Brian Fuller in a conversation with Amanda Bierce. Sorry if I pronounced the names wrong. We have a novel approach, the splatterpunk story of the Fright Night novelization. That's super cool. I didn't even know there was a novel of Fright Night, so that's awesome. You get deleted scene storyboards, you get SFX storyboard comparisons, and then you get Holland beta spec trailer with an introduction by Tom Holland. Really cool. That's all new special features. That's fantastic. That's great. But then you get all the classic special features as well from the previous disc, which is cool. So they kind of just include everything, which is fantastic. I really like that. And then, of course, let's talk about the quality here, right? So we're getting the 4K sharpness quality. We got the HDR. We got the Dolby Vision. We got the Dolby Atmos. So in terms of visually, it does look quite sharp. It looks a lot younger than the movie actually is. All the costumes, all just the clothing, the hair. I mean, you can really see the details there. And then all just the practical effects with all the makeup design. I mean, it just looks really cool how these vampires look with their mouths and their eyes. I mean, just really, really comes through very nicely. And even when they turn into like creatures, like the vampire turning into a bat, or one of them turning into a wolf. I mean, because they're practical effects, they look really good in the 4K, whereas if they were like CGI effects, then they probably wouldn't, look as nice. It might look a little wonky, but with the practical effect work here, with the 4K, the HDR, all that sharpness just looks really nice. And then you got the Dolby Atmos track as well. So this movie sounds really good too. Now, in terms of the music with the score and soundtrack, I thought it was solid, definitely very atmospheric, but I wouldn't say it's the most memorable music out there. It's probably not music I'm going to remember later on, but it was still solid for my first time watch of the movie. So let's now talk about this movie a little bit. I'm just going to give you a quick review of my overall thoughts on it, because like I said, this is my first time watching this movie. It was a completely blind buy for me. All I knew was that it dealt with vampires in some kind of way. And I'm trying to get more vampire movies in the collection, so I had to pick this one up. And wow, this was a fun vampire story, perfect for the spooky season, the fall months. It's excellent. Like, if you're into vampire movies, I think this is probably one of the better ones out there. It's a very easy watching one. You got a great cast of characters. It's a well-written story. I love the premise, how it, the Fright Night show kind of plays at the beginning, and then one of the, the actor, the vampire killer in the vampire show, they call it, actually shows up as a character in the movie later, which is really cool. I love that. The vampires were menacing in here, very creepy, very terrifying vibe to them. And, like I said, you just have a great cast of characters all around. You got characters you want to root for, characters you want to root against. Some of them have, different personalities and that quirkiness and like creepiness to them. So everybody's unique and different in here. And to me, that's what makes it a really cool, compelling story, because you got a whole bunch of different characters to watch that you might be invested in. So I really like that. So I haven't seen a whole ton of vampire movies, but out of the ones I've seen, I would say this could make one of my top lists here. A very good movie that I feel like I would pull off the shelf more often than not. So I can recommend definitely checking out this movie if you're into vampire movies, spooky movies, and you haven't seen Fright Night, the classic one, because I know there's a remake out there. I haven't seen that one either, but check out this classic one. It just has kind of a charm to it. Really, really awesome. Now, if you're a fan of this movie, oh wow, this Steelbook is awesome. I mean, it just has so much. So is it worth the price of $27.99? Absolutely. Sony did a phenomenal job with this one. The artwork on the Steelbook is just fantastic. I mean, so nice, just front and back. I really like that. But then you get everything in here with the 3 discs. You get new special features. You get the classic special features. And like I said, the artwork on the disc is awesome, just really cool, just able to pack so much into those 3 discs. And then you get the 4K, really good sharpness quality with the Dolby Vision, you get the Dolby Atmos track in there, right? You got the HDR. I mean, it just looks and sounds great. Now, once again, the only thing that was a little thing, like I said, I would have liked, artwork on the inside, so that's one little knock against it. But other than that, Sony did a phenomenal job with this. And if you compare this to other releases, like other boutique releases, Scream Factory, for the price, this is better than some Scream Factory releases. I mean, it really is, because, Scream Factory Steelbooks, their artwork might be amazing, some of them, but then they're a lot more expensive on the price usually. This one for $27.99 with getting the 3 disc in here and a nice, really good protected steelbook. And I didn't even mention this, but the disc holders on the inside are actually really nice because they hold in the disc, but you can still take out the disc easily. You can put them back on easily, and they're sturdy though. They'll keep the disc in their place. Not like that Army of Darkness release I got where my case was all just, not holding on to the disc. Not going to have issues with this steelbook right here. So really, really awesome. Just a great quality release. I mean, Sony just has been doing a phenomenal job lately, and I hope they keep up the great work. So if you're a big steelbook collector, you love spooky vampire movies, to me, this one definitely got to be added into the collection. But now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments below. Have you seen the original Fright Night? What did you think of it? And then also, would you recommend the remake out there? Because I haven't checked out that one yet. I'm a little curious on that one as well. And then also, what are just some of your favorite vampire movies for spooky season? Let's have those fun movie conversations down below. And if you're visiting the channel for the very first time and you love collecting physical media and being part of this awesome league of mega film fans, make sure you subscribe right now. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
Don't you see what that means?
Wait, let me guess. What?
And if you enjoyed this physical media topic video, click another video to see more. Also, like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.